Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gallatin, Tennessee. We're on the campus of VolState Community College. We're inside the Pickle Field House at the Richard Moore Gymnasium. I'm Tim Reese. I'll be calling the action for today's second game of the doubleheader here in the TCC AA, and that's between Columbia State and the Pioneers of VolState Community College. Last year, this was a matchup of first place and second place. This year, not as much. This is a matchup. Columbia State comes in tied for first place with Walter State, but their one loss in the conference is against the Senators, so they are a tick behind the Senators. The Chargers come in with a 15-1 record, 22-4 overall. A year ago, they won the conference with a 15-3 record, 24-4 overall. They actually also won the conference tournament and went on to play in the national championship. The VolState Pioneers come in with a 6-8 overall record in conference. Sorry, their overall record's 10-14. Conference record is sixth place, 6-8. A year ago, tied Walter State in second place, but due to head-to-head action, they got the number 2 seed and did not perform the way head coach Johnny Lynn had expected last year, and they were one and done down at Southwest Tennessee at the conference tournament. Let's get to Toyota Gallatin starting lineups. First for the visitors, coached by Winston Neal in his 11th year. He's assisted by Arthur Latham, who's in his second year as the assistant coach. And the starters are Kenny Ellis, 6'1" sophomore from right here in Old Hickory, Tennessee. Went to Green Hill High School. Tyron Fisher from Nashville's Hillsboro High School, 6'5" freshman. Tavion Comage, 6'3", 190-pound sophomore from the Webb School, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Nate Melosa from Raleigh, North Carolina. He's a 6'10" freshman. And number 24, Jamison Glass, back for year number 2 from Elkton, Kentucky. 6'7" sophomore, Todd County High School. The 5'4" head coach Winston Neal. And for the Pioneers, Preston King, Auden Slaughter, Macon Atkinson, Cannon Hale, Jalen Hardaway. Hardaway, sophomore from Memphis Overton. Cannon Hale from right here down the road, Gallatin High School. He's a redshirt sophomore. Macon Atkinson and Auden Slaughter played high school basketball together at Santa Fe High School in Santa Fe, Tennessee. And Preston King just up the road from Westmoreland, Tennessee. And he will get the task of going against Nate Melosa. And he gets the tap, and we're underway here inside the Pickle Fieldhouse. Macon Atkinson gives it up to Cannon Hale, who's shot more threes than anybody. Gives it up to Preston King, who's short on his first shot attempt. And Jalen Hardaway knocks the ball out underneath the basket. First offensive possession comes up empty for VolState. Kenny Ellis, returning sophomore, averaging 6.1 points a game, will trigger the offense. Tavion Comage dribbles over to the left side, now gives it up to Tyron Fisher, working on Auden Slaughter. Step through, and the left-handed shot, no good. Put back by Fisher, no good. And Hardaway, leading rebounder for the Pioneers, and 5 rebounds a game, gets that board. Auden Slaughter, he's a shooter. He can also drive to the bucket, create his own shot, gives it up to Hardaway. Will find Preston King, who was not expecting that pass. Does track it down. Now back to Atkinson, who's going to fire 3. That's going to be way short. Don't know if it got tipped or not. Rebound comes out of there in the hands of Fisher, averaging 9.4 points a game. Comage, 8.5 points, drives on King. Contact there, no call. Jamison Glass with the glasses or the goggles. His left-handed shot is shy. We are still scoreless here. Atkinson from the top of the key Gets it back, swings it to the right side. He's going to drive over to King. Now Hardaway, he's going to shoot from three and bury it. Jalen Hardaway can hit that shot. Averaging 17.5 points a game. He's playing in his 12th game of the year. Had to sit out the first half of play. Now driving all the way to the basket is Ellis, but he misses a shot. Glass with the rebound and fights. Got a good piece of the lower jaw of Preston King. But he's going to go to the free throw line, and let's see if King picks up that personal foul. He will. The harm and the foul. Glass will go to the free throw line. He is a leading scorer on a team that plays a lot of players during a game. Glass's first is short. And our Jersey Mike's first sub of the game, Max Moore. Right down the road, he's also from Gallatin High School. Freshman. Glass 1 of 2 from the free throw line, a 3-1 VolState with the early lead. Slaughter has it stolen away. Kenny Ellis gives it back up to Glass. His shot no good, and Hardaway clears the rebound. Jalen, a presence in the middle there. I'm not sure how much weight he's lost, but he is down. Tried to dribble. That ball is knocked off of Auden Slaughter's hand. So says Andrew Walzak. Official over there on that side. Dustin Williams, our lead referee, will inbound or give it to Glass, who will inbound to Kenny Ellis. Ellis over to Fisher. Now back to Ellis. Commons doesn't take the shot from the right elbow. Ellis driving on Hale. Gives it up. And that is Malosa who buries the three. Averaging 8.7 points a game, and Max Moore just threw the ball a little bit too high for Atkinson. And another turnover, Columbia State. They're too good to give the ball back to. Kenny Ellis's three, no good. Moore, the rebound over the top of Jamison Glass. Slaughter behind the back dribble. Hardaway thought he had Malosa. The three by Slaughter, no good. Comich with the rebound. 2-on-2, turns into a 3-on-2. And Kenny Ellis gets the basket to squeeze over the rim. Full court pressure. Atkinson gets it across the timeline. Gets it over to Cannon. Hale for three. Good! Rattled it home. The redshirt sophomore. Ball State would love to get Cannon Hale hot. Averages just under 12 points a game. But when he gets hot from beyond the arc, he can fill it up. Comage gives it up to Glass at the right elbow. Now Malosa. Fisher drives around the right side, in and out. Moore has the ball knocked out of his hand, but that's going to be a foul on Tyron Fisher. 6'5" freshman from Nashville, and now you're going to see a full reset as a fresh 5 come in for Columbia State. J.D. Claybrook, Arnez Anderson, DeCosta Ricks, Murray Norman, who's all over Slaughter. Now Atkinson has it, and I believe that's Darnell C. Well, make that Peter Luzak, the 5 in the game for Columbia State. Matchup zone. Slaughter from the top of the key, no good. Rebound pull out of there by Claybrook. Claybrook, a 6'6" freshman from Antioch. Had a step on Moore, but kicked it back out to Norman. He's from Munford High School down in Brighton, Tennessee. He's a sophomore. Now DeCosta Ricks drives and off the glass, no good. Rebound to Claybrook, and off the glass again, no good. Slaughter out of there, and he's on the move. 4-on-2. Slaughter's going to go right to the rim. Had a little bit of contact, but gets through it and gets the bucket for his first 2 of the game. Ball State with an 8-6 lead. Max Moore with the steal on the bounce pass to Claybrook. Atkinson to Moore to Hale. And they know they got to get out on him. Cannon Hale hits his second. That's 3 threes for the Pioneers. Norman now to Lusac. Now back in the hands of Anderson, Arnez Anderson. Arnez Anderson and Costa Ricks look like twins. Has stepped through, and they're going to call it travel. Costa Ricks moved too many feet there. And Damaris Carroll will check in to the ball game along with MJ Gibbs. Carroll from Florence, Alabama, Lee Huntsville High School. Gibbs, freshman from Antioch, Tennessee, and a bomb pass is tipped and a turnover. Columbia State as Ricks is in the corner for 3, and it's good. Full court pressure again. Claybrook trying to stay with Slaughter, and he's going to draw the foul on Claybrook. J.D. Claybrook, second personal foul on the Chargers. Ball State comes in having hoisted the 3rd most 3-point shots and made the 3rd most. 6th in average, though, at 32%. Preston King nearly had it knocked out of his hands. Slaughter's shot no good. Rebound to Ricks. I believe Ricks is a transfer from Cumberland as Peter Lusac. The inbound pass to him was knocked away and falls into the hands of Auden Slaughter. He's working on Claybrook. That's a mismatch in terms of height. Damaris Carroll, who can create his own shot, will give it up to Preston King, being guarded by Lusac. MJ Gibbs getting some time here in the first half. Of course, Vol State not with their top 2 scorers as Damaris Carroll drives and can't get the bucket to go, but draws the foul. I believe that's going to be on, well, not on 0, on Lusac. Taylor Groves and Jamal Nero injured in December before the Christmas break. Carroll misses the first. Taylor Groves was leading the conference in scoring at over 20 points a game. Huge, huge loss for Johnny Lynn and the Pioneers as Max Moore is replaced by Jalen Hardaway. Carroll 0 for 2 at the stripe. Averaging 65% from the free throw line. Norman left wing over to Lusac. Looking for somebody to flash to the right. Instead, Arnez Anderson flashes to the left, and his 3-pointer is no good. Rebound to Preston King. Royalty out of Westmoreland. MJ Gibbs pass to Carroll, stolen by Ricks. Preston King with the turn away and the block. And the kind, compassionate man that Preston King is, he helps DeCosta Ricks up off the deck. Keneal Velez will step in from Carolina, Puerto Rico. Redshirt freshman, 6'3". Lusac has it at the block, but he's going to kick out to Norman for 3. It's no good. Preston King has Claybrook go right over the top. Jalen Hardaway goes right into the face of Claybrook. Shot not good, but Hardaway says, you're not going to get an easy one here while I'm standing here. Jalen Hardaway picks up his first personal. J.D. Claybrook will go to the free throw line. Claybrook, he's standing at the wrong line. He's standing at the red line. That's the second time I've seen that today. The official, Justin Doris, pointing that out. And I think they're probably going to say, no, that's a do-over. He gets a mulligan. He's standing at that red stripe. That is a volleyball marker and hadn't been used here at VolState, but it will be this fall as the program is getting a 50% increase in teams. 4 teams turning into 6. Second shot, no good. And Claybrooks tried to get his own rebound, but instead that comes out to Anderson. Columbia State with another offensive possession, down by a point, 11-10. Arnez Anderson clears Velez, and with the left hand off the glass is good. Anderson's first bucket, he averages 7 points per game. Now full court pressure, and Velez turns it over. Claybrook going to go right at King, and they're going to call the charge. Preston King established the floor there. Claybrook going to pick up the personal. He started going back to the free throw line again where he just left, but he picks up his second personal foul. Looked to me like King was standing there for a pretty good while. Not sure what the fuss is, but 12-11 Columbia State leads. Jalen Hardaway gets the ball, and the pass is stolen away by the new player, 13 that I don't have on my sheet. Shot no good. Have to figure out who number 13 is. Shot by Cannon Hale, no good. Number 30, Malik Curry, pulls that one down. So basically a third team that's out there for Columbia State. Jawan McLemore wearing number 27. Assistant coach Arthur Latham told me he didn't think he was here, but I kept him on there. 3-point attempt, no good, tapped out. Slaughter is going to be knocked by the aforementioned number 13, whose number I don't have on a sheet. So we're going to call him unsub. Number 13, unsub, unknown subject. Effort to find out his name at halftime. And now that quad of players is taken out on Slaughter. Up court to Melosa. Problem is Melosa wears a green jersey. Slaughter was looking to throw it to somebody in a white jersey. Now Jamison Glass in the corner, swinging it around. Ellis out to Comage for 3, no good. Preston King working hard for the rebound. Ball goes to Hardaway, and now it's in the hands of Carroll. VolState had trouble holding on to the basketball. Slaughter goes right to the basket, has it knocked away, trying to draw a foul, but VolState will retain possession. So Comage, Glass, Melosa. This is a starting 5 that's back in there. Ellis, as that ball gets knocked out of bounds, and VolState another empty possession on offense. Again, not the way to upset team that's tied for the lead in the TCCAA. Columbia State Chargers. Tyron Fisher wearing the number 3 as Hardaway is going to get another holding foul there. He was trying to keep Melosa from getting a clear path to the basket. Hardaway will have a seat as Max Moore will check in undoubtedly for the rest of the second half. VolState lost another big man at the break, Eddie Njai. So they are height. They're struggling with height. Trying to think of the word as the shot's no good. Put back by Melosa is good. Deprived. That's the word I was looking for. Height deprived. Cannon Hale can't handle the pass. Stolen by Comage. He'll give it up. Now down to Fisher, who tried to have a nice little nonchalant pass to Melosa, who was underneath the basket but knocked out of bounds. MJ Gibbs checks in, as does Macon Atkinson. So this is a small lineup for VolState. Max Moore at 6'4", and Preston King at 6'6". Jameson Glass with a turnaround one-hander, no good. Auden Slaughter, a very good rebounding guard, goes right to the rim. No foul. Shot is no good and pulled out of there. Kenny Ellis with a right arm up to the face to Preston King. I'm not sure if he was trying to ward off the defense or not, but he hits the three in the corner. Third three of the ball game. Preston King gets it up court in a 2-on-1. Atkinson gives it up to Moore, and his shot doesn't get off the glass. He was expecting contact, didn't get the expected contact. Pass goes out of bounds, and Columbia State retains possession. Finn Okoli will check in. 6'6" freshman from Alberta, Canada, Edmonton. Three-pointer for Melosa, no good. Rebound to Columbia State. Ellis comes out of there with it. Tyron Fisher had a wide open three, did not take it. Melosa with the contact, but he gets it off the glass and good. And an 8-point lead for Columbia State. Moore having trouble getting it in, and there's some contact on MJ Gibbs. Tavion Comage. Murfreesboro, sophomore. He picks up the foul. Into the ball game, Dylan Delk. And another turnover is Atkinson. Bad pass. It goes right to Columbia State, and then he gets the foul. That'll result in free throws. So Finn Okoli, Auden Slaughter, Dylan Delk, Macon Atkinson, and MJ Gibbs. The 5 in for Johnny Lynn in his third year as the head coach here for VolState. The reigning conference coach of the year as Kenny Ellis drops in the first free throw. A Hall of Famer, Johnny Lynn. Inducted into the TCCAA Hall of Fame as a softball coach. Ellis drains the second. Across the timeline, Slaughter's going to go right in and have his shot blocked by Melosa. No foul called. VolState retains possession. Johnny Lynn inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016. Of course, Bobby Hudson, athletic director here for the last 20 years, been with VolState for 40. He was inducted in 2009. He is in the building here inside the Pickle Fieldhouse. A national legend. Slaughter, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound fought for, and who's going to get on it? Delk on the deck. Gives it up to Atkinson. VolState with the possession. And a personal foul is going to be called. I believe it's going to be on Tyron Fisher. Nashville Hillsboro Borough picks up his second foul. Macon Atkinson goes to the free throw line. 6'3" freshman guard from Santa Fe. And the one and the bonus. First shot is good for Atkinson. That's his first point of the game. Macon playing in his 20th game, misses the second free throw. VolState trails by 9. Lost against Cleveland State on Saturday as Step back 2 is good by Ellis. He has 9 early. Dealt the pass into Okoli, and he gets the pass back, has it knocked away again. And not sure why that wasn't over and back, but corner 3 for Comich is good. And Johnny Lynn wants a timeout. I guess Columbia State had not actually gotten possession. That is going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break with them at 7:05 here left in the first half. 26-12 Columbia State leads. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
Struggling to get the ball across half court. A lot of turnovers here in the first 13 minutes have resulted in some easy baskets for the Chargers. And Ball State finally gets it across half court. They haven't been able to get to the rim. They've scored 3 threes, but only have 1 field goal, 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Ball State again will try to inbound. Slaughter gets it. Kenny Ellis is on him, gets across the timeline, and see if they try to set up. And it is all green all over. Damaris Carroll throws the ball away, and it is adjudicated that it was off of a Charger. It went a long way through and over to the scorer's table. Jalen Hardaway checks in to join his teammate Preston King, Kanan Hale, Damaris Carroll, and Auden Slaughter. Carroll now over to Slaughter. Cross court in the corner to King. Now to Hardaway, who's going 1-on-2. Gets it off the glass and in. He is a strong, strong young man. Double team or not, he does get it up off the glass. He has 5 here early. 26-14 is the lead. Comich got a wide open 3 at the top of the key, and he drains it. Comich, second 3. Carroll splits the defense, gets it over to Slaughter. Let's see if he does. He started to go into Melosa, but Cannon Hale with a step to the left 3. Good! Cannon Hale hits his 3rd. Averaging 12 points a game. He's got 9 on, I think, 3 for 4. I don't count missed field goals. I only count missed free throws on my score sheet. We don't do live scoring here at Vol State. There will be live scoring during the conference tournament, though. Hoping to get the scorer's table here to handle that. Fisher drives on Slaughter, gets to the left block area, and it's 3 with the shot clock counting down. Kenny Ellis gets his 4th field goal. Preston King got a fastball, had to knock that down, and gets it up to Slaughter. Cross court to Hale for 3, in and out. Columbia State will walk it across the timeline with a 15-point lead, and looks like a new set of 5 at the scorer's table. Fisher having trouble getting a handle on that basketball. Jamison Glass banging against King, and he gets it off the glass and in. Glass's first field goal. Carroll going to be double teamed in the corner, and he steps on the out of bounds line. That'll be another turnover. as a fresh 5. Murray Norman, Peter Luzak, J.D. Claybrook, DeCosta Ricks, and Arnez Anderson check in. Cannon Hale, Auden Slaughter, Damaris Carroll, Preston King, and Jalen Hardaway, the 5 still in. Claybrook's going to drive into the lane. 12-footer is good. His first field goal. We'll need some more help down here. Preston King gets it up to Cannon Hale, and they get it across. Maybe they figured something out. About 2.5. There's 3 teams that they're playing. We have a whistle blown. Do we call a foul? I'm not sure what happened, but Max Moore is going to check into the game along with Macon Atkinson. I don't see a foul being put up on. Oh, I think it was a clock issue. Cannon Hale working the top of the key. Now Slaughter looking for Hardaway inside. Can't find him. Turnaround 2 for Slaughter is long. Rebound to Columbia State. They are on the move. Norman dribbles one dribble to the left, then gives it back. Ricks has it knocked away. Hardaway now leading the break, gives it up to Slaughter, trying the dipsy-do and the bucket 2, and draws the foul. Costa Ricks picks up the personal. Slaughter with a double clutch and gets it to go. We'll go to the free throw line. Finn Okoli, those highlighter yellow shoes, steps in. The Canadian. Slaughter with the old-fashioned three-point play. He has 5. VolState trails by 16. Claybrook on the right elbow trying to spin, and he gets the shot up and in. The reach in probably by Macon Atkinson as Max Moore had his body on him, and they will get Atkinson. 2 fouls on him, and Claybrook will go to the line and gets the free throw. And another old-fashioned three-point play. Atkinson 1-on-3, gets it across up to Slaughter, bounce pass to Okoli, has his shot blocked, and Columbia State comes out of there with the basketball. Murray Norman in the corner has stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Apparently, the Richard Moore Gymnasium court has been shrunk over the last week or so. Players stepping out of bounds. Max Moore has it in the corner, gives it up to Okoli. Not a ball handler. Max Moore is going to give it back to Okoli. He's going to get it across. Looking for a guard. Has that ball knocked out of bounds by Claybrook. He tried to get it to Atkinson. 3:10 on the clock. 39-20 is the Columbia State lead. Back in November, Chargers defeated VolState 80-56 at Columbia State. Peter Lusak trying to contain Hardaway. Cannon Hale in the right corner is short. Lusak pulls down the defensive rebound. Ricks telling teammates where he wants them. Lusak over to Norman, right wing. Might be trying to get Lusak. That might have been a few steps, and Lusak tries to tap in, has his shot blocked by Hardaway, who might be a little tired. He's going to give that ball up to Cannon Hale, and the Pioneers will get it across timeline. Johnny Lynn calling out the play, assisted by Greg Law and John Thomas Lynn. Slaughter with the runner, and it goes. Slaughter now with 7 points. Norman left wing, Lusak top of the key. Claybrook staying down in that block. See if they're going to try to run a guard back into the lane. But Lusak's going to give it up to Claybrook, and his half hook one-handed floater is good. Claybrook with 8 in the game. Atkinson over to Cannon Hale, who spots up for a 3, and it's good. Cannon Hale. His 4-3. VolState needs a whole bunch of those. The problem is too many turnovers here in the first half. Columbia State, another thing is they just keep running fresh bodies out there. And Max Moore nearly had the pick. He knocks it away enough, making Atkinson is going to call a timeout as he's skidding across this court here at VolState. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. If you weren't with us for game one, VolState had a very, very good game against the Columbia State Lady Chargers. Led actually the entire first 3 quarters, did not give up the lead until right at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Had the lead before Lily Melton was fouled right at the toward the end of the game. 5 seconds, 3.9 seconds. She was fouled, the leading scorer for Lady Chargers, and she drained 2 pressure free throws. Finished with 21 points, did Lily Melton. Only 8 of those points were on field goals. So she hit 13 free throws, 2 right at the end for the 69-68 win by the 3rd place Lady Chargers. Coming up on the 1-minute mark of the first half. Cannon Hale gets the ball and a step back 3, and he hits it, and Jalen Hardaway goes flying out of bounds. And it looks like a 1-on-1 situation as Hale has hit his 5th 3. Hardaway will go to the free throw line. Let's see who the personal foul is on. Hardaway went flying toward the end line. And a fresh 5 on for Columbia State. This will be the starting 5. And the personal foul called on Malik Curry. His first foul. Hardaway's at the line for 1 and the bonus. And he hits the first. Jalen, an 80% free throw shooter. Hasn't attempted a ton. As I said, did not play in the first half of the season. Dylan Delk checks in, as does Jalen Shelton, who gets his first appearance. Jersey Mike's subs. Jersey Mike's located right across the street from VolState Eastern entrance. Comage being double teamed. He gets the pass across the timeline. Kenny Ellis now being triple teamed, and he's going to be harmed. Personal foul on Damaris Carroll. That's his first. Team 6, so it'll be an inbounds to Columbia State. Comage into the corner to Fisher, back to Comage. Jalen Shelton getting his first look at Tavion Comage. He goes all the way around, and the shot goes on the other side of the rim, and eventually caroms out of bounds. So says Dustin Williams, the official. Now Max Moore, Jalen Shelton, Damaris Carroll, Cannon Hale, and Auden Slaughter. As Carroll is, it looks like a football play right there. Max Moore going right down the middle and rolls around and in. Jalen Shelton goes flying again on the court. That looked like a give it to the fullback right down the middle, and Max Moore wasn't stopping until he got the ball up off the rim in the glass. Final shot to be taken by Columbia State as the lead is 9. Tavion Comage faked right, goes left, nearly lost his balance. Working on Cannon Hale, his shot is short. Auden Slaughter could not get out and away. Heads up down there. Andre Claiborne, our camera operator at that end. A shot is no good. VolState trims the lead to under 10-9 at the half, 41-32. We'll take a break, come back right before the start of the second half after these messages from Volunteer State Community College. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
You are locked into 5. Y'all stick around because we get to chat with VolState student Madeline, who is a part of the Student Government Association. But first, let's see what the girls are up to around campus. You ready? Let's go.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Rox, and this is the student segment of 5. And today we're asking, what do you want for Christmas?
For Christmas, I would like a My Chemical Romance vinyl.
I definitely want Morgan Wallen tickets, or if another person goes on tour, Youngblood tickets.
I want a trip to Europe.
I want to take a trip to Nevada for a once-in-a-lifetime.
Mad Villainy by MF Doom and Mad Villain.
What I want for Christmas is some money to get to New Mexico because I am planning on moving to New Mexico for New Mexico State University. They have a really nice museum conservation program.
Medium level piano player book.
A copy of Andy Weir's The Hail Mary Project, because the movie's coming out next year and I want to read the book before the movie comes out.
Really all I want for Christmas is to go back home to Missouri. My grandmother's grave is there, and my best friend, and every year he gets to just throw a big get-together and cook for everyone, so it's one thing every year that brings everybody together.
I want my dog to be less fat and stupid for Christmas.
Hey, Madeline, thanks for being here today.
Yep, but thank you for having me.
Yeah, so you're part of the SGA program, so tell me about that a little bit.
So I'm the vice president of SGA, and kind of what SGA does, we're the point people like for student engagement around campus. A lot of people think we have like control of everything that happens around campus, but that's not necessarily the case. So
not all the power.
We do not have all the powers. We have people that are above us. Yeah. But so basically kind of the things that we do, we just do some things around campus, and we do things for the betterment of the student body. So one thing that we did this semester, we increased the number of book stipend scholarships and the amount of book stipend scholarships that students can receive per semester. We also do a lot of sponsorships of cab events. So kind of like Fall Festival, we sponsored a photo booth, we sponsored a movie night, just kind of things like that. Just doing things around campus that are fun.
And you get to like have more student engagement too, which is awesome, and really promote more of that.
Yep.
That's amazing.
We also do stop-bys every other Tuesday, so we'll be set up in the second floor of SRB, or we're in the carpeted dining hall in the Wood Center. So we kind of just talk about like the proposals that we're working on, like all that kind of stuff. We get to talk to the student body, we get to hear their concerns, all that kind of stuff.
That's wonderful. So I just heard that you guys did your, the Christmas for the Kids benefit. So tell me about that, how that went, and everything.
So I was the chair for the Christmas for the Kids committee this holiday. So it's kind of like an angel tree or Salvation Army, where we had ornaments set up on our tree in the Student Services Center. So total between all 4 VolState campuses, we had about 62 kids, but Gallatin had 35. So it's amazing to say all 35 of those ornaments were taken off of the tree and they got sponsored. So all 35 of those ornaments are a child of a student on campus, which is really cool because we get to give back to people that are really close in our community. So the staff was given the opportunity to,
to help out and be a part of that. That's amazing. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's all we have for you today, but one last question before we go. It's our question of the year. Do you prefer Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify. I actually just switched from Apple to Spotify recently.
You've been converted completely.
Yes, I have.
Well, thank you for all your insight, Madeline.
Thank you.
Are you graduating this semester? Be sure to pick up your regalia at the bookstore.
Come watch us hoop December 6th, Saturday at 2.
Financial aid book charging runs from January 14th to the 22nd. You'll be notified if you're eligible.
Finals week is coming. Be sure to grab your blue book at the bookstore.
Spring fees are due January 13th. Be sure that your financial aid information is up to date. You do not want to be dropped from classes.
one last thing. Y'all, good luck with final exams and have a very Merry Christmas. Well, that's all we got for you for this week for 5. 5 segments in 5 minutes. We'll be on winter break, so this is the last episode of the year. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm Jessica Meyer. Have a happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2026.
The demand for mechatronics professionals is on the rise. Students get to earn a wage and college credit simultaneously via our work-based learning program. Visit VolState.edu to start blazing your pathway now. Classes are available now at the Gallatin and Cookeville campuses. A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
My name is Brent Cross. I'm a student at VolState. This is my first day. All my cousins have gone here and said it's always a good school. It's a lot different than high school. There's tons of people and I don't know anybody.
Do you need help finding a class? Are you good? My name is Trinice Palmer. I'm a student at VolState Community College. And I just kind of help with students find their way around campus. This is starting my second year here at VolState. See what we can get done. But you have a lot of high school students that are, have a hard time transitioning between high school requirements and college requirements. What I like about VolState is that you get involved with a lot of the, campus events and campus clubs and societies. And I'm pretty much taking advantage of all those things. So.
My name is Kida De La Cruz. I play baseball at Volunteer State, and I am a pioneer. Well, I wasn't the greatest student in high school. I barely passed. I never really strived to do better. I didn't know where I was going to go to college. As of now, I'd like to go to Grand Junction, win a ring over there. Then after that, in June, go in the draft.
Here we go.
I have high expectations. I expect to learn a lot. Just doing what I got to do.
I'm studying business administrations right now. Yeah, I plan on graduating here and go to like MTSU or Tech or something.
My goal is to become a surgeon, and in the process I'm majoring in biology. One of my dreams is to pursue finding a cure for cancer and other illnesses and diseases that are out there that's affecting the world. I would have to say this would be a stepping stone for me. I just want to take out the time to, do whatever is necessary and whatever steps or process that it would take to get me closer to that. So.
We've had a bunch of All-Americans. And then we have all the players that were drafted from here to the pros. So if I put in the work I have to, I could be the next one on this list. That's something I've always dreamed of when I was little. And just trying to make everybody in my family happy.
Studies show a 2-year degree can increase your earnings by 17% per year, or over $400,000 during your lifetime. Volunteer State Community College is here to help you unlock your unlimited potential. From nursing to marketing, computer tech to acting, and everything in between, come see what VolState has to offer. Go to volstate.edu today to get started. Pioneer your future. Start here.
My name is Brent Cross. I'm a student at VolState. This is my first day. All my cousins have gone here and said it's always a good school. It's a lot different than high school. There's tons of people and I don't know anybody.
Do you need help finding a class? Are you good? My name is Trinice Palmer. I'm a student at VolState Community College. And I just kind of help with students find their way around campus. This is starting my second year here at VolState. See what we can get done. But you have a lot of high school students that are, have a hard time transitioning between high school requirements and college requirements. What I like about VolState is that you get involved with a lot of the, campus events and campus clubs and societies. And I'm pretty much taking advantage of all those things. So.
My name is Kida De La Cruz. I play baseball at Volunteer State, and I am a pioneer. Well, I wasn't the greatest student in high school. I barely passed. I never really strived to do better. I didn't know where I was going to go to college. As of now, I'd like to go to Grand Junction, win a ring over there. Then after that, in June, go in the draft.
Here we go.
I have high expectations. I expect to learn a lot. Just doing what I gotta do.
I'm studying business administrations right now. Yeah, I plan on graduating here and go to like MTSU or Tech or something.
My goal is to become a surgeon, and in the process I'm majoring in biology. And one of my dreams is to pursue finding a cure for cancer and other illnesses and diseases that are out there that's affecting the world. I would have to say this would be a stepping stone for me. I just want to take out the time to, do whatever is necessary and whatever steps or process that it would take to get me closer to that. So.
We've had a bunch of All-Americans. And then we have all the players that were drafted from here to the pros. So if I put in the work I have to, I could be the next one on this list. That's something I've always dreamed of when I was little. And just trying to make everybody in my family happy.
My name is Brent Cross. I'm a student at VolState. This is my first day. All my cousins have gone here and said it's always a good school. It's a lot different than high school. There's tons of people and I don't know anybody.
Do you need help finding a class? Are you good? My name is Trinice Palmer. I'm a student at VolState Community College. And I just kind of help with students find their way around campus. This is starting my second year here at VolState. See what we can get done. But you have a lot of high school students that are, have a hard time transitioning between high school requirements and college requirements. What I like about VolState is that you get involved with a lot of the, campus events and campus clubs and societies. And I'm pretty much taking advantage of all those things. So.
My name is Kida De La Cruz. I play baseball at Volunteer State, and I am a pioneer. Well, I wasn't the greatest student in high school. I barely passed. I never really strived to do better. I didn't know where I was going to go to college. As of now, I'd like to go to Grand Junction, win a ring over there. Then after that, in June, go in the draft.
Here we go.
I have high expectations. I expect to learn a lot. Just doing what I gotta do.
I'm studying business administrations right now. Yeah, I plan on graduating here and go to like MTSU or Tech or something.
My goal is to become a surgeon, and in the process I'm majoring in biology. And one of my dreams is to...
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network, where we are about set for the second half. VolState trails by 9, 41-32. Leading scorer for the Pioneers with 15 points all on threes. Cannon Hale, he has been very hot here in the first half. 7 points each for Jalen Hardaway and Auden Slaughter. A dozen points for Kenny Ellis for Columbia State. Nate Melosa has 7. Tavion Comage 6. And off the bench, J.D. Claybrook, 8 points. And the pressure that has been put on by Columbia State after a made basket has been the problem for the Pioneers. We'll see what head coach Johnny Lynn, his assistants Greg Law and John Thomas Lynn have figured out at halftime to see if they can negate that full court pressure. 20 minutes to go here in this contest between the Columbia State Chargers, tied for the lead in the TCCAA with Walters State, but lost to Walters. And Columbia State with the basketball. We are underway, and pressure by Pioneers as that ball, cross-court pass, goes out of bounds. And an empty possession to begin the second half for Columbia State, who have their 5 starters back in the game. You're playing 3 different teams here. And I did find out who number 13 is. It's number 34 on your roster, Darnell C. That's the young man's name. Cannon Hale fires from 3. It's good. Staying hot in the second half. And I'm sure Winston Neal at halftime said, we got to get on him, and didn't work for the first possession. Ball State now down only by 6. Fisher drives to the right. He's cut off, gives it up to Comage. Now to Glass into the lane. Turnaround jumper, no good. Jalen Hardaway ends up on the deck again. Rebound to Melosa, and the putback is good. The pressure as Atkinson steps through. Looked like could have been a travel. Slaughter's going to go in. He looked off the pass there. No look pass to Hardaway. A couple of Jalen's here. They don't look at all alike, but they are both named Jalen. Shelton wears 55. Jalen Hardaway wears a long ponytail and the number 13, and he has pink shoes on tonight. A little late homage to Valentine's Day, the other holiday with a V on it, not Veterans Day. Cannon Hale drives and can't make the bucket. Nice pass up court by Fisher for the slam dunk for Glass. Glass running the court. King over to Hale. Slaughter had a 3. He's going to drive. His runner in and out. Rebound to Melosa. Melosa averages 8.7 rebounds a game to go along with 8.7 points a game. Ellis for a deep 3. No good. Rebound comes into the hands of Fisher, and he gets the 360 to go around and down into the bucket. Foul called on, see if that's on Hardaway. Now that gets on Hale, 1 number below. Cannon Hale draws his first personal. To the free throw line goes Tyron Fisher. Got his first bucket that he made in the ball game, and he misses as Melosa goes clearly over the back of Hardaway and picks up the foul. Melosa's first personal. Full court pressure. Max Moore gets it into Hardaway, who gets it across the timeline. He's going to go right at Melosa, and off the glass, no good. Hardaway expecting pressure as Comage tries to save it. Goes out of bounds. Melosa, he saw Hardaway coming right at him. There was no chance he was going to try to take that one for a charge. He got out of the way. Hardaway expecting contact, didn't get it. And that messed up his layup attempt. 2 empty possessions for each team. They have VolState now trailing by 12. Hardaway's three is good. That's his second three ball of the day or evening. VolState hit 6 in the first half and 2 so far in the second half. Jamison Glass down on the right block looking for help. Kicks it out to Ellis, now in the hands of Fisher. Guarded by Slaughter. Tries to drive on Slaughter, gets into the lane, uses the left hand, and does draw the harm. Auden Slaughter picks up his first personal. Fisher will go back to the free throw line where he missed just a moment ago. Misses again. Fisher showing a 62% free throw percentage, but the first two have not looked good. It's only his 60th free throw attempt of the year, and 5 green shirts get up off the bench, and that's 0 for 3 at the free throw line. Jalen Hardaway comes out of there. Damaris Carroll now in the contest. Hardaway working on Melosa, now swings back out. He's going to try another three, and it's not going to matter. Whistle blows before that. That will be an offensive foul. That's going to get on Damaris Carroll. May have set an illegal screen. That's his second personal foul. VolState with 3 here early. As a fresh 5 in for Winston Neal in his 11th year. It would be DeCosta Ricks, Arnez Anderson, Peter Lusac, J.D. Claybrook. Lusac with the ball now. Turnaround hook no good. Claybrook with the offensive rebound. Gets it out to the three-point line. All the way inside amongst the trees is Ricks, who gets the basket. And timeout or a whistle blows. I think Slaughter must have taken a shot to the neck. Official Dustin Williams gives him a little break. But Carroll with a step through loses the ball. Over to Cannon Hale for 3, and it's a little short. Rebound to Claybrook. Very active in first half, scored 8 points in his limited action. 3 field goals and 2 free throws. DeCosta Ricks with 2 straight field goals. He's got 7 for the game. And Columbia State opening up now a 13-point lead. Foul called in the backcourt. That is on Anderson, his first. Moore will try to inbounds, and it's tipped by Claybrook over to Arnez Anderson, and an easy bucket. And that's what has been the undoing for VolState, is trying to get the ball through the pressure as Lusac kicks that one. The pass from Slaughter to a wide open Hardaway. Moore will be replaced by Preston King. That is typically the inbounder, but this time Jalen Hardaway is going to get that duty. And into Slaughter, who's going to dribble to the left and get it off the glass and in. Nice play by Slaughter for his first bucket of the second half. It's the first 2-point field goal for the Pioneers. Trail by 13, trail by 9 at the half. Trail by as many as 15 in the first half. Arnez Anderson, 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound by Norman as he was going out of bounds. He throws the ball off of Preston King to retain possession with 13 on the shot clock. Ricks inbounds to Norman, who goes right to the basket. Shot's a little bit long, and the upcourt pass to Slaughter. Claybrook blocks Slaughter's shot. Cannon Hale, and now a technical foul called on Claybrook. for some kind of action after the blocked shot. I'm not sure what he said. But Cannon Hale, who leads the conference in free throws, will go to the free throw line now officially, as Cannon misses that first shot. Officially, he's not the leading free throw shooter as he doesn't meet the requirements, and he's 1 for 2. So his first 2 of the game. The requirements are you have to have played in 60% of your team's games, and you have to have made at least 2 I think it's 2 free throws per game that you've played in, and he hadn't met that. Turnaround jumper by Hardaway is not good. So I think if he shoots 2 more free throws, he probably will make that leaderboard. Not what he's thinking about right now. He's probably thinking about getting open for threes. Costa Ricks is fouled by Slaughter. And I think Auden is going to be replaced. Nope, Auden Slaughter is going to stay in the game. Macon Atkinson and MJ Gibbs will replace Cannon Hale and Damaris Carroll, as Preston King, who's done it all today, blocked shots. He is rebounded, delivered passes, helped the opponents off the floor, and now he's cleaned up sweat on the floor. Pass out to Norman. Distributes over to Arnez, Anderson, who was hacked by Hardaway. And Jalen picks up his 3rd personal. The first Pioneer to get 3. Macon Atkinson, Slaughter, and Carroll with 2 each. Arnez Anderson, he is the leader. According to the leader board on the TJCAA website at 85.4, makes the first, and he makes the second. Atkinson trying to get through traffic, and he does. Gives it up to Slaughter. Is going to go right at Lusac, high off the glass. Tap in good by Hardaway. Ricks nearly made a bad pass, was able to keep that ball on his hands. Columbia State retains possession. 10 on the shot clock. Anderson working on Atkinson, trying to step through, turns around. His jumper is good. Anderson feeling it now. He has 8 in the ball game. The pass to Atkinson. He calls a timeout as he retains possession on his way out of bounds. Andrew Walzak, the official, says he called the timeout before he stepped out of bounds. We'll keep it right here. I learned at halftime that Johnny Lynn has a bunch of special guests here. His Connect group from First Baptist Church here in Hendersonville. They are sitting right in front of the broadcast area here, across the way from the scorer's table. And at first we thought maybe it was a group of alumni, but it's not. These are friends of Johnny Lynn. I'm not sure if Andre Claiborne can get that shot at all over to the men that are between he and the mezzanine here, but maybe get that later. 57-43, 14-point lead for Columbia State. Pioneers showing 30 on the clock. Like they might. No, they're not going to change that. He possessed it, called timeout, and then stepped out of bounds. Didn't make an Atkinson. Freshman from Santa Fe. He and his high school teammate, Auden Slaughter, playing together here at VolState. And Slaughter has it in the corner for a 3. Good! Slaughter buries a 3. His first tray of the night. He can get hot as well. Scored over 30 points in a game earlier this year. That was after Taylor Groves went down, of course, with the injury. He and Jamal Nero, the two leading scorers for the Pioneers, are out due to injury. Arnez Anderson loses the ball. Slaughter on a 2-on-1. Behind the back pass to his teammate. It goes out of bounds to his high school teammate. And it was a little bit too far in front. I think Slaughter might have thought he got fouled or the ball was tipped. New 5. This is the starting 5 for the Chargers who have checked in. There are 19 on my score sheet, and there could be more. There's about 23 on their online roster at Columbia State. They carry a huge roster. Glass thinking about a 3, but I think he's thinking Coach Neal might not like that, and he thinks better of it and goes down to the block after giving it up. Comage going to drive to the right side, and he is stopped. Malosa from 18, no good. Slaughter with the rebound, and he's on the move. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Slaughter works around the first and gets the bunny, the floater for a bucket. Slaughter 7 in the half, 14 for the game. Under 10-point deficit now. Kenny Ellis gets the shot in. That was a tough make there. Ellis' first bucket of the second half. Atkinson gets the ball and he gets nearly bumped out. Gibbs to the corner for Slaughter, short. Gibbs taps to Finn Okoli, who passes to Preston King for 2. About 16 feet away from the basket. Step behind the free throw line. Preston King's first bucket. He's averaging 6.8. Maybe his first shot. Behind the back dribble in tight quarters. Kenny Ellis's pass to Tyron Fisher nearly went out of bounds. Fisher working down the middle, gives it up to Malosa, and the jam. Malosa has 11. Slaughter reach in by Comage, and he picks up the foul. There wasn't any question what Malosa was going to try right there. He's 6'10", tallest player out on the court. Preston King might be 6'6", that's what he's listed at. Damaris Carroll will inbound. Underneath, nice pass there to Jalen Hardaway. That looked like a Houdini pass from Damaris Carroll. And Hardaway wasn't surprised when he got it. 14 in the game for Jalen. Give an assist to Damaris. All the way into the basket. Shot is no good by Fisher. Gets his own rebound. Ellis with Carroll's hand right on his hip. Drives on the left side. Damaris going to pick up the bump. That's his third. I've got 6 team fouls, so Columbia State will inbound underneath their own basket with 20 on a fresh shot clock, and number 20 for Columbia State. His shot no good, and Kenny Ellis got the rebound and seemingly nobody under, but he couldn't get his feet under him. Dribbles it back out. Now Columbia with 5 on the shot clock. Nearly a travel by Fisher. The attempt by Comage, no good. Rebound to Hardaway. And the pass by Carroll. And he's going to come out of the game. Johnny Lynn not impressed by that pass. He was expecting somebody to go where that pass went, but it did not connect. 61-52 coming up on the halfway mark of the second half. Columbia State in their half-court offense. Malosa being guarded by Hardaway, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Apparently by VolState, may have been MJ Gibbs. Hardaway body all over Malosa on that set. Finn Okoli, Jalen Hardaway, Macon Atkinson, MJ Gibbs, and Cannon Hale, the 5 in for VolState. Hardaway on a quick closeout by Ellis, and Ellis goes baseline. Comage with the fake, thinking Gibbs was going to go. And the shot at the buzzer, no good. Rebound. Oh, that hit the buzzer. That hit the buzzer. I mean, hit the rim. The buzzer went off, but I don't think that's correct. That should have. And they will reset the shot clock. Columbia State will retain possession as Dylan Delk has checked in. Delk, a local product from Liberty Creek High School. Right inside the Jamison glass. That's too easy. Glass now with 7 points. Gibbs. Bounce pass to Hardaway. Double, triple teamed. Trying to get the ball up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Tapped around. Atkinson comes out at the VolState patch logo. Ball knocked out of the possession of Macon Atkinson. Will be out of bounds. VolState with 24 on the shot clock. I think they're talking about renaming the Pioneer man, who has been called Patch my entire 5 years that I've been here. Not sure what they might want to go with Paul. Probably not Peter. All the way around. Delk thought about the three. Gibbs is going to fire. That's long. And a rebound to Comage. Just resurfaced the floor a couple years ago. Added Patch right in the middle. Underneath, nice pass there by Fisher to Comage. And a timeout. He threaded that right on through the defense. Columbia State will take a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Tell you that the Pioneers will be back in action on Wednesday down in Jackson State. The Columbia State Chargers will not play Wednesday night. They'll play Saturday at Walters, so a matchup of what could be two first-place teams. Columbia State lost to Walters at home. Of course, a year ago, the Columbia State Chargers, they ran right through the conference tournament. Had a tough time with Roane State, had an overtime thriller, and came out victorious against the Raiders there, 74-71. Pellissippi State was the Cinderella of the tournament a year ago in their very first year of athletic competition, and they had an excellent year, basketball and baseball, but they got to that championship game against Columbia. Columbia State was ranked 23rd in the country. They delivered a 72-50 win in the conference tournament championship. Damaris Carroll, as Columbia State's going to now back off with 8:50 to go, a 13-point lead. Kenny Ellis guarding Carroll. Slaughter now with the basketball, being guarded by Comage. Comage says, you're not coming through here without a bump or two. Hardaway from the left elbows, two-pointer, no good. Glass clears the glass. Wonder how many times Greg Law, or Greg, not Greg Law, blanking on the broadcaster for Columbia State. Give and go as Melosa shot no good. Bradley, what is his name? Hardaway spins back and his shot is blocked. Carroll at the free throw line, high arching off the backboard, no good. Rebound to Ellis, up court to Comage, who's wide open. And his shot is blocked by Hale, who got a piece of the arm. Comage to the free throw line for the first time today. Fourth leading scorer on this very balanced team. He averages 67% from the free throw line. Columbia State 5 for 7 in the first half. This is the 7th free throw of the second half. And that is missed, knocked out of bounds by Melosa. And a fresh 5 for Columbia State will check in. Columbia State, of course, located in Columbia, Tennessee. It's about an hour and 15 minutes from Gallatin. Gallatin located as that pass in bounds is tipped and stolen by Claybrooks, and an easy bucket for Arnez Anderson. Slaughter now gets across timeline, and his runner is good. Slaughter's hit a couple of those. If you can break that press, you've got possibility of a free shot or at least an open three. We haven't seen Cannon Hale with a three-point opportunity in a while. He's hit 6 three-pointers in the game, but it's not enough yet. Claybrook tried to get the pass across the lane to Lusac, and it gets knocked out of bounds. Max Moore will check in for Preston King. Murray Norman from the corner for 3. It's his first bucket of the game. Moore to Hale, up court to Slaughter, a 2-on-1. And another runner off the glass is no good. Slaughter can't get the loose ball. Claybrook does, and he is working on Moore. Cross court to Norman, who's going to fire another 3. That's no good. Claybrook with the rebound, working hard and off the glass and in. Got a technical foul earlier, and an emotional guy. He is now all over Slaughter, who steps through, gets the ball knocked away. Jalen Hardaway nearly picked up a foul. Nice no-look pass to Lusac, and a emphatic 2 points by Lusac. Timeout called by Johnny Lynn. He looks like he's going to talk for a while. This will be a full timeout. We'll take it with him. Score 75-54. Columbia State has opened it up. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
VolState is amazing. Here you'll get a top-notch education with great professors who inspire. And with Tennessee Promise or Reconnect, it could be nearly free. VolState offers small class sizes, 4 convenient campuses, and we are big on experiences. Whether you thrive in the lab, the studio, the field, the classroom, or just enjoy hanging around campus, join the family. Go to volstate.edu to get started.
(75-54). Chargers lead. That press caused lots of turnovers for the Pioneers and some easy baskets. Scoring spread out as it has been all year long. Jamison Glass leads the team in scoring at 12.1. Tyron Fisher 9.4. Melosa 8.7, and then Comage at 8.5. Sam Parson, who's not even playing due to injury, averages 8. As the pass up court to MJ Gibbs, knocked out of bounds by Murray Norman. These players all played in the majority of the games, 26 games. This is the 27th game for Columbia State. Delk with the basketball, top of the key. He's a freshman. Cannon Hale gets loose for a 3, and it's short. Fisher comes out of there. Now Ricks in the corner to Murray Norman. His shot no good. Tapped around. Claybrook comes out of there. And Coach Neal says pull that out. DeCosta Ricks listening as Delk reaching in. 5 on the shot clock now. Norman's going to fire for 3. It is clanked off the right. The putback is good by Anderson. 12 in the game And the pressure continues for Columbia State. Hale guarded by Norman. Delk being guarded by Lusac. Hale again for three. It's short. Cannon might be getting tired. It's where the legs go, and those three-pointers come up short at the end of the game. Cannon had 5 of those in the first half, 1 here in the second. Ricks dribbling and gets all the way down and off the glass and in. Ricks has 6 in the half, 9 for the game. Carroll gives it up to Moore. He's going to drive right in. Kick out to Hale for 3. Good! Rattled it home. He hasn't hit anything but 3-pointers from the field. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 22 in the game, but too many turnovers have brought Columbia State to this 22-point lead. Claybrook wide open underneath. He gets by Delk for 2. MJ Gibbs across the line. He's going to step into a shot at the free throw line, get his first bucket of the ball game. 3:45 to go. On the road Wednesday, back home here Saturday against Pellissippi State are the Pioneers. Ricks just dribbling the ball. The shot clock down, and he's going to drive in, have his shot blocked. Looked like the shot was blocked by Delk, but official said no. And back to the free throw line goes Arnez Anderson. 2 for 2 today. And he drains another one. This is his 19th game of the season, and he came in with 41 made free throws. You have to have 2 per game played, so that meant he had to have at least 36. He now has 44, make it 45 made free throws, and he will sit as Comage comes back out, and these are the 5 starters. So he came in at 85.4. Kanan Hale was at 88.5, but he'd played in 24 games, and he needed 48 made and came in with 46. But some of you probably aren't into statistics like I am. Finn Okoli from beyond the arc gives it up to Jalen Hardaway. Thought about a 3 and dribbled in and has that ball stolen by Tavion Comage. It gets it up off the glass and in. 11 for Comage. Hardaway was thinking about driving that basket or that ball to the basket. Then had it stripped. Slaughter working on Comage, out to Hardaway. He's going to step into a 3. In and out. Okoli taps it away, but Comage comes out with the loose ball. Coach Neal says, hold it up. We're going to work through the shot clock. Let's see if Tyron Fisher does the same thing that Ricks had done, was just dribble, and then when the shot clock gets below 10, he'd drive and create. Kicks out to Melosa, who's going to fire from 3. Good. Melosa, a good-looking player. Young man from Raleigh, North Carolina, 6'10", 230-pound freshman. He looks like he can work inside or out, as Jalen Shelton will pass back to Atkinson, over to Finn Okoli, gets it inside, bullet pass to Shelton, a couple pump fakes off the glass on the opposite side of the rim, and in. Hardaway picks up a tough bucket. He has 16 unofficially, averages 17.5. Now Kenny Ellis will get the honors of showing off his dribbling skills at half court, being guarded by Atkinson. Behind the back action there, and he's going to step into a three. It's long, rebound to Slaughter. VolState on the move. Slaughter, free pass right through, and he gets it to go, and it looks like Melosa might have twisted an ankle. That's not what you want to see, as a new 5 are in for Columbia State. And Keneal Velez from Puerto Rico checks in, as does Dylan Delk, to finish this one out. 1:10 to go. The conclusion of this game, we'll take a short break so I can tally up my score sheet. And Josiah Marsh checks into the game. First sighting that I've seen for Marsh in the contest. Also, Darnell C. in the game. And a three-point attempt by Malik Curry clanks off the rim and goes out of bounds. Let's check to see who else is in the contest. Jawan McLemore, number 27. VolState in their set. See if they get a shot for Velez. Delk is off the backboard and fouled. Shot's no good. Personal foul goes on Josiah Marsh. That'll be his first. And Dylan Delk will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Delk misses the first. 6'4" freshman. Son of Derek and Jennifer Delk. Brother to 3 siblings. He's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Anderson will dribble and give it up to Darnell C. Getting a pick from Curry. He's going to fire from about 25, and he's going to nail it. And the bench gives him the appropriate response. 3 for Malik Curry. Making Atkinson gives it up to Finn Okoli. Now to Keneal Velez for 3. No good. Rebound to Columbia State, and that will do it. Final score 91-63. A lot closer game earlier, but about halfway through the second half, Columbia State started running it up. VolState falls to 6-9 in conference, 10-15 overall. 16-1 goes the Columbia State Conference record, 23-4 overall. We'll be back in 2 minutes with unofficial statistics on the VolState Sports Network.
I can't wait to give you some free baseball lessons.
Man, I'm really excited about this myself. But you do realize the thing with Toyota and Gallatin is everybody gets the personal price. It's what makes us special.
Wait, what? Everybody gets it?
Everybody gets it.
Let's play ball.
Okay.
Jake, you ready?
Let's do this, Coach. Hey, Coach, this is pretty easy.
We'll see about that.
Oh, I think I pulled something.
Yeah, better luck next time, old man.
I think I'm done, Coach. Call 911.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network, where Columbia State has defeated VolState 91-63. Leading scorer for the Chargers, there's 3 of them. They were at 14 points each. Kenny Ellis, Arnez Anderson, and Nate Melosa, 14 apiece. A dozen for J.D. Claybrook off the bench for balanced scoring from 11 players for the Chargers. For the Pioneers, leading scorer for the game, Cannon Hale, who drained 7 3-pointers on his way to 22 points. Jalen Hardaway with 16. Auden Slaughter also 18 points for the game. Vol State will next play at Jackson State on Wednesday night. I believe they do carry that on a network there. You can check Jackson State's website, and we'll be back here at the Pickle Field House for Pellissippi State next Saturday. For the staff here, the production staff did a great job today. For Dr. Wendy Tostenson, the president, athletic director Bobby Hudson, and head coach Johnny Lynn, this is Tim Reese saying God bless you. Thank you for joining us for another edition of Vol State basketball on the Vol State Sports Network. Good night, everybody.